Hello my dear friends, it's been a while. Niall from Pocketcraft here to bring you something a little special today. In this video I'm going to bring you 10 Pokemon facts of which you may or may not have already known. So be sure to sit back, relax and enjoy. Now without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. The reason Brock was foolishly replaced by Tracy during the Orange Island saga of Pokemon was because he was actually deemed racist. But because nobody liked Tracy and everyone loved Brock, they decided to kill off Tracy in order to bring him back. Number 9. Originally, Arcanine was meant to be a legendary Pokemon alongside Zapdos and Articuno, but since the trio consisted of 2 birds and 1 dog, they decided to replace him with Moltres at last minute. However, in the second episode of the original Pokemon, Ash notices a stone plaque on the wall in the Pokemon Center of which displays Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos and Arcanine, which helps support the theory that Arcanine was in fact going to be a legendary Pokemon. Number 8. Surprisingly enough, Spinarak's design was actually created in a children's Pokemon design activity in the American Trading Card Game League. Number 7. Despite its name, Sucker Punch is not a punching attack. The name is another term for a cheap shot at the expense of the opponent. Thus, many Pokemon that do not possess arms can learn this move, and its attack power is not boosted by Iron Fist. Additionally, its Japanese name translates to Surprise Attack, which does not imply punching. Thus how Ghastly, Murkrow, Shuppet, Bonsly, Spiritomb and Joltik all learn it by level up, despite none of them having the capability of actually punching someone. Number 6! Many fans believe that Ditto was actually meant to have been a failed clone of Mew. Reason being is that both shiny and normal, their colours are more or less exactly the same. Also, Ditto and Mew share exactly the same weight and are the only Pokemon of whom can learn the move Transform naturally. Finally, in Gen 1 games, Ditto can only be found in Cinnabar Island's Burnt Mansion, which is said to have once been the laboratory of where Mewtwo was originally created, and Cerulean Cave, which is in fact the actual location of Mewtwo when you go to fight him. Number 5! Some Pokemon fans believe that the Firestarter Pokemon are actually based on the Chinese zodiac. Charmander's design is based on that of a dragon when it hits its final stage. Cyndaquil is a fire mouse Pokemon. Rats and mice are in the same genetic subfamily. Torchic is a chick Pokemon, obviously representing the rooster. Chimchar is a chimp Pokemon. Chimps and monkeys are both simians, and Chimchar's evolutionary line physically resembles monkeys rather than apes. Tepig is a fire pig Pokemon, and finally, Fennekin's design is based on a Fennec fox, which is in the same genetic family as dogs. Number 4. A lot of people thought that it was merely an in-game error how Sabrina had a female Mr. Mime in Pokemon Gold and Silver versions, when in reality, Mr. Mime's original Japanese name is actually Barriered, which heavily plays on the word barrier, and has literally nothing to do with its gender at all. Number 3. Rumour has it that Venonat was originally going to evolve into Butterfree, and Metapod into Venomoth. If you look, the theory actually seems very realistic due to the similarities between Venonat and Butterfree, such as its antennas, eyes and hands. Also, when comparing Caterpie, Metapod and Venomoth, you can see a few similarities in there as well, such as the eyes and markings. In fact, here's an interesting note. Venomoth was actually planned to have yellow rings on its wings, which were ultimately removed. This little fact helps support the theory as Caterpie shares said yellow rings going up its body. Number 2. Arceus' Pokédex entry says that it shaped the universe with its 1000 arms, yet it can't learn any moves involving punches or hands. You know, when I first heard this Pokédex entry, I really did think that it will bring out a form in the next generation which had multiple hands. But, you know, this entry still baffles me today, and I really do hope that they do something with it. Number 1. My precious. In the earlier Pokemon games, statues can be seen which resemble Rhydon. Reason being is because Rhydon was actually the first Pokemon ever to be programmed into the game, so I guess this could be classed as a tribute to Rhydon. In fact, in the original Pokemon Red and Blue games, you could actually fish in these statues using an old rod. Of course, the only Pokemon you would find this way is Magikarp, so it's a pretty pointless yet interesting bug. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Pokemon Facts and Theories. If you liked it, then be sure to hit that like button and drop a comment. Next week, I plan on releasing a special creepy edition of Pokemon Facts and Theories, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. Also, because this is the first time I've ever made a video like this, please message me or comment if you think it could have been improved in some way. I'd also like to hear some Pokemon facts of your own if you have any. Anyways, thanks for watching, have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.